Welcome to the channel and the supercut of the first 10 episodes of the Homesteader series on Chainsaw Valley. This is a mod map created by FSG Modding FSG Devar. On this Let's Play, I will be a former lumber mill employee who is moving to the far reaches of Chainsaw Valley to start living off-grid. I have sold my home and am beginning my journey with a truck, flatbed trailer, a low horsepower tractor, a lawnmower, and a chainsaw. Just looking at this barn, and it's gonna do. It's going to suffice. The barn came with the property, and I sold my home at a high enough price that I was able to afford both the fields 10 and 9 and this bit of property here. Oh, what is this? It's a toy, and it had $1,000 in it. Okay, with a little note said that there are 9 more of them around. Okay. Well, I'm new to the area. I don't know if that's tradition. It's a real estate tradition. I don't know, but look at that view. That's something about this map, just how big this map is. And yeah, so let's go around here. Don't know if I'll take that tree down. I really like that tree being there, and it's not really hurting anything right now. So these trees, I don't know. I may or may not. Depending on if it blocks my way to get inside the barn there, I will have to get rid of the trees in the barn. It's another trailer. Here we go. There are over 100 collectibles on this map. Well, let's see. The last thing planted here was oat. It has been harvested. It's got 0 fertilization and it needs lime. It's gonna need a lot of care. This is what I'm starting out in. Starting out in this little tiny home. It's a bit redundant, but so I'm starting in this tiny home here. Got everything that I need for now. Power supplied by a power generator I have running on gasoline in the back. I've even got a little bathroom here. It is 18:53, so that's 6:53 here. So I think I'm going to make dinner and turn in for the night. What the heck? There's been this loud knocking going on back around behind the house, and I have no idea what is going on. It's right there. It's behind us. It's been a whole bunch of movement around. I gotta go check it out. Man, this is creepy. Okay, got my flashlight. I can't see anything. Okay, wait a minute. That's a generator. That's a power generator. Whoa, what the heck? What could have moved it? I mean, something would have had to have pushed it out of the way. I mean, the locals talked about a Bigfoot, but I didn't think anything about it. I mean, makes me want to go back inside. Yeah, I don't know. I don't see anything. I didn't find any tracks. Well, I better get it back because I'm just running on spare power right now. Get this flipped around. It's still got fuel inside of it, so we're good. I'll set it right there. Okay. There. Got it hooked back up. It's 5 o'clock in the morning. I'm gonna try and get some sleep. Yeah. Well, try and get sleep. That's the main thing. All right. Good morning. Woke up. Nice sunny morning. Turn around here. Generator's fine. Okay. Yeah, I don't know what that was last night. That was actually really concerning. Really hoping I don't have any problems in the future, you know? So let's go in here. I think today we're going to clean out the barn as best we can. Now we get to chopping down these trees inside of a barn. That's actually something I've never done before, so this is gonna be interesting. Let's get to it. Alright, all done. Let's gather out this junk and just put it into a nice pile here. That's definitely not gonna hold any water. Let's check around the exterior walls. If we have any stuff litter. Oh, what's that? It's a chainsaw. It's a chainsaw with $1,000 in it. All right. So apparently there are chainsaws and tanks, like liquid tanks on this map, for collectibles. Nope, can't pick that up. Oh look, there's my bathtub. All right, so the grass has been mowed inside the barn. We've got a few weeds sticking around, bushes that we would have to take a mulcher to get them out with. But yeah, so it's looking pretty decent here. Looks like remnants of a fire or something. Bigfoot's got a campfire in my barn. All right, so I think the next thing that I'm gonna do here is start taking down some of these trees, and we'll start with this one. I thought I saw another, like, something out here. There it is. Yep, we got us a, what is that, a cedar? 9 more cedars. All right, so we've got another one of those. That's another $1,000. What have I made? Like $3,000 or $4,000? I started with $1,500. I'm just working our way up. Well, I should probably head back. Sun will be coming down before we know it, so let's get to it. So that's what that bug looks like, in case you haven't had it yet. Yep. Chop a tree, stays standing up. It's a miracle. Alright, so I'm up here, up in the top left, and I've got to go all the way down to here, to where the lumber mill is. And that's where I'm gonna get money for what I sell. Alright, truck's starting up, got the radio turned on. Alright, we're gonna begin our drive. It is 1:24 right now. That took me from a little before 10 o'clock to get this load done. It's a good 3 hours. We'll see how this goes. So this is Miller's Sawmill. This is actually where I used to work. So let's pull up here. This is where we're gonna sell the wood at. Put the truck, there we go. All right. So I'm really hoping I get a decent amount of money off of this. I know that there's not many straight pieces, and Miller's pretty strict on what he wants. He wants good quality straight pieces of lumber, because you can do a lot more with that. So I think I've got everything taken apart, and here we go for the finale. And we got $898. That's not bad. But I want to head back and I want to see what we can do with a better load. All right, we're back, and surprise. So we've got what looks to be like a much better selection of timber here. So let's go find out. We're gonna go over here again. Gonna press that cell. 1,521. That's nearly double what we had before. That is crazy. It's crazy. So, hey, we're working our way up. Hey everyone, just got back from, well, I'm not going to show you just yet. I'm going to turn this music down. I just got back from the store, and I've got a surprise. So, it's going to help out a lot here. Let's get this into park. Turn that radio off. All right. So, I went to the store and used some of that newfound money, literally. I used it on buying us a plow and a roller, so we can get that field turned over. I really want to get a cover crop put in it, you know, before the winter comes along. Hopefully this will start up here. Let's get to it. Okay, I don't know what I'm going to have to do to get a good night's rest around here, but I'm going to have to figure out what is visiting at night. Because once again, they move the generator around, and they're going to break things. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, so last night was really interesting. I also heard a cat, and I don't have a cat. I didn't get all the plowing done last night. Yesterday, so that's still got to be done to finish. Look at that. That's just gorgeous. That's gonna be awesome in October with the leaves changed and everything. All right, so we've got to get the rest of the plowing done, and then we got to go through the field. And why is the water can moved? I just had it over there. So let's get to it, get back, get the plow hooked back up, get out there, get the plowing done, and then once that's all turned over, then we can go and roll the field, push all the stones back into it, because obviously I don't have enough money to buy or lease a stone picker, although we could use the stones, could use them on the driveway. But, yeah, let's go ahead and get to it. All right, so got that done, and now we're gonna pick up this roller. Good thing about the roller is it doesn't require I mean, you just have to pull it. Doesn't require PTO hookup, nothing. So no hydraulics hooking up. Pretty great. We're gonna drive out here. I went ahead and expanded the field. Took out that middle divider between two fields, and then I was going up there. You can kind of see it. You can see I went up there originally with the plow, and yeah, my tractor just isn't made for that right now. So maybe in the future we'll be able to fully farm everything. You can see it's doing its job, creating that seed bed. But yeah, so I'm gonna go ahead and keep going with this and get the whole field rolled. It's already 3:50. It's almost 4 o'clock in the afternoon. I'm pretty sure this is gonna take me till the next day, but here we go. Alright, so I didn't get all the rolling done yesterday. And are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Why? I didn't even hear him last night. I'm starting to sleep through all this racket. Okay. Well, put that there. We gotta get to it. We gotta get this field. It's the beginning of October, so we've gotta get this field rolled out. And, yeah. Alright, so I've got all of that, which is like the original field 10, and then a little bit of the field 9, and then where I combine the fields together. But yeah, I gotta go do that, so may as well get started. Already almost 9:30 in the morning, and we've still gotta cut down trees for the log cabin, so definitely have our work cut out for us today. Well, that took a good 3 hours. So we've still got plenty of daylight left. I've got to get a cover crop on this. And I would really like to get, it needs lime, so I'd really like to go ahead and get that done as well. So what I'm thinking is we need to buy a fertilizer or just a spreader so that way we can put lime out on it. So the real challenge is going to be finding a fertilizer spreader that is going to be able to be pulled behind and not necessarily operated with. And I think we've got what we need here from Lizard. It's Lizard KAL 3 meter. We can pull it for 8 mile per hour. And let's go with the wide tires. Yeah, wide tires. We don't have any extra on it. Let's go for a color that's this orange here. Kind of looks like a Minneapolis Moline, yellow almost. Yeah, so I'm just trying to get these paints down to the least amount possible. So this isn't going to be a big expense on us because we've only got just over $6,000. So we really need to be mindful of what we're spending and where we're spending it at. I've thought about selling some other things like equipment that we have, but I don't really know what we'll get back from it. So I went ahead and grabbed lunch, just another thing of canned foods, non-perishables, you know. And then I realized I've got to go ahead and get that cabin built, so I figure we have to go into town anyways. Gotta go into town anyways. Timber. Gotta go into... Oh, that's gonna be fun. Gotta go into town anyways to go pick up the lime harvester. And then also figured may as well take what scraps, wood scraps we get from this, and then the logs I'll leave here, obviously, so we can use them later on to build the log cabin. Ooh, this is interesting. Yeah, this is not smart. This is not a smart idea. Not a smart idea. And yeah, what I'm about to do, don't try this at home. Just scoot along here. Sit down and scoot along. It's working, it's getting the job done. Don't do this at home, kids. This is not a smart idea at all. But in the world of Farm Sim, gets the job done, I guess. Yeah. We'll go ahead. How long is this tree? It's pretty tall. Come on. Here we go. All right. Yeah, this is going to be a ride. Here we are. You won't find that at Six Flags. All right. Got this load here. Not too much exciting happened after what you guys saw with me on that tree. Yeah, we're going to see how much we'll get here for this load. Pretty decent, mostly straight, so I'm expecting a good amount of money. I don't want to make any bets and then have to eat my words. Oh goodness, $2,057 just from that load. That's amazing. See, that's the type of lumber that I need for my cabin. Alright, so we stopped by the dealership, stopped by the shop, went ahead and picked up that, and I also picked up this. This is a, let me turn off this diesel. So this is an adapter for the trailer hitch on that tractor. Oops, I better grab the adapter first. Alright. Yep. It's the AGCO drawbar. It is a mod. It's on Mod Hub. This is gonna allow me to hook up the... What's that water can doing back? Gosh dang it. Okay, anyways. So let's go ahead and get this hooked up. Okay, so the drawbar had to be flipped. And now it'll hook up. Alright. Going ahead. You know, the Zator 25K it's treated me pretty nice. It's running pretty smooth thus far. Not had any issues out of it. I've been really impressed. And it's been really nice that, like, the modders have been supporting it as well. Supporting the smaller equipment. Ta-da! There we go. I just had to move the ball hitch on the adapter. Oh, this isn't gonna move. Yeah, I don't know what I was thinking when I did that, because that doesn't look right. Can anyone tell me what's wrong with this? Oh, it's actually... I mean, it's one way to do it. It's getting the job done, I guess, but... Alright, let's go ahead and get this parked. Here we are. Detached. We can just leave it right here. There's not any existing rust on it, so... Until I can get a better shed built up. Alright, got this parked here. And that stupid water can is back over there. Oh. And... Bigfoot came back and moved this. I'm just calling him Bigfoot. I don't know if there's someone actually coming on the property and doing this or what's going on. I'm going to try and get some sleep. Hopefully, since Bigfoot came earlier, there won't be anything tonight. Oh my gosh. Do you ever sleep? So here in the morning, we've taken a contract with Evelyn Carson. She's a snowbird. She already left the area for for her winter destination, but we're going to go ahead and harvest these beets for her. Now, we're going to need something that our tractor can work, and we've got the perfect solution here, the Lizard PH Mini. We can lease it. We don't have enough money to buy it, but we can lease it. So let's go ahead and get the truck. Let's get it on backed up to the trailer. Here we go. I'm not even looking out there. Yep. Okay. Yeah, I've got you guys on a GoPro here on my hat. That way you can see what I'm seeing. I'm kind of better. Honestly, I'm better driving these trucks backwards than I am forwards. I don't know if there's an achievement for that, but I'll just put that out there in case Giants is listening. Go there. Here we are. Perfect. Awesome. Alright, let's get the tractor on here as well. As you can tell, I'm just kind of leaving the water can there. It keeps moving itself back over there. Don't know if that's our friend who likes to come visit the property when I'm trying to sleep. But yeah, I'm just going to leave it there. Kind of treat it like it's a little kid. And just not give it any attention. See if maybe that will... Tight little turn. Zaytor's got it. Here we go. Now let's just get up the ramps here. Here we are. Like a horse on a hill. Anyways. So yeah, I'm just seeing if that does anything. Because I've tried everything else. I've not got a dog yet. A dog may do it. I don't know. I don't know. We'll see. Let's go ahead and get the... I don't want to drive out in the field. Yeah, get a nice little turnaround right here. I'm going to have to put some gravel in right there, maybe. Sorry, I had to record this for you guys. Just look at these trees. I love the fall. Love, 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 love the fall. Yeah, love these trees turning colors. So, on our way over, we'll have to stop by the shop and pick up that beet harvester that we leased, and then we can head on over. And this beet harvester is supposed to cut and dig the... It's supposed to cut the tops off of the beets and then also lay them out on the ground. And then I'll just have to come back through with a scoop, probably on a tractor that I'll have to lease. Because there's nothing right now that I can think of that the Zaytor would be able to pull for that. So, and I'm not gonna try it. I was considering last night about different ways that I could run a gimmick on the Zaytor, but I'm just not gonna. It's gonna end up costing more than what leasing a tractor with the scoop would. So we'll probably end up leasing, but I'm not gonna lease until I need to. Because we have to pay by the hour. So thank goodness the shop's already got the harvester sitting out for me. So look at that. We'll stop here, pick this up, and then I'll meet you back at the field. Yeah, so it started to rain. I don't think it's supposed to do too much, so I'll still go out there. Should have brought some soap. Could have got my shower. Right. Here we go. It started up, and I can see it's cutting the tops. I don't... Alright. I don't know if it's actually digging up the beets. The beets still look like they're in the ground. I mean, I'll just keep cutting. took quite a while finishing up my last big road here that I have left. Yeah, I don't know if this necessarily makes me want to ever do beats again. I'll come back for that little strip there. Like I said before, I don't think that it took the tops off, but I don't think it picked the fruit out of the ground. So I'll come back with a shovel. I don't really know here. This is my very first time ever doing beets, if you can't tell. So I've done potatoes before, never again. Yeah, so I'll just go ahead and I'll return this harvester. I thought it was supposed to harvest everything, but it didn't. So I'll go ahead and return this harvester. Worked really good, I will say that. Go ahead and return it, and then lease a tractor. I think I found a John Deere that I can make work for this. Red versus green, you know, Case versus John Deere. I like both. I really like International, but I do like Case. So when it comes to Case versus John Deere, it's really what's going to best suit what I can use out in the field, or what purpose I need it for, what's going to get the job done. When I first started playing 19, I used the John Deere 6250R a lot, the John Deere 6R series. Used it a lot because I saw it as a very versatile tractor, and that was starting out on Ravensburg, Raven something, whatever that was, one of the base game maps. And I ended up, after that one, I went to a smaller British map. I don't remember. Chellington, that's what it was, Chellington Valley. I went there, played on that one, so I wasn't using the 6250 anymore, and I was using the smaller tractors. And that's what I've driven in real life. Besides a John Deere, what was it, a 7680? I drove that out in the field. I liked it from what I remember. I was pretty young then. But yeah, my grandfather actually uses a lot of Alice Chalmers, white tractors, Olivers. I don't know how much he drives the Olivers anymore. But yeah, he uses the Alice Chalmers D17 for everything just around the farmyard. So yeah. That's kind of the inspiration for this series, is this starting out small at least, and then just getting that independence, independent of I'm making my own food, I'm providing my own, eventually I want to provide my own energy, hint hint, and like self-sufficiency, and this was the perfect map that I had found for that. All right, so let's go ahead and get the harvester returned and get that tractor leased. Here we are. I've got a John Deere 6300. Yes, I think. I was honestly paying attention to what the cost of the lease was going to be. Here we are. All right. All right. So here we go. Fill up. And it's not doing it. Do I need... Okay, so it's not doing it. I think I'm going to have to go back and get the harvester again, because I don't have enough to get the big harvester. Alright, so got it attached, and it's not doing anything. I thought maybe it was like the horsepower requirement, It's not doing anything. It just tells me that it's not allowed while the tool is filled. So it acts like it's picking up beats inside of it, but it won't let me drop it here. And it says you don't have access to this land. I know that it works. I think the mod's not working on land that I don't own. I think that's the issue. It's not the map. Yeah, I'm gonna have to get rid of the contract. I'm not gonna enjoy this phone call. Okay, so I was looking back through the contracts, and I'm surprised Evelyn Carson's got it back up there for me to be able to do it, even though I got rid of the contract. So I want to do it this time around, but I'm definitely going to use equipment provided by Evelyn. And I've got to go pick that up at the shop. So let's get to it. That's going to be a good amount of money. I lost a good $2,000 to $4,000 off of leasing and renting, and just for that last contract. Well, and also I failed that contract, so I take a hit there financially as well. And we can't really be hurting ourselves financially if we're wanting to get anywhere with this type of playthrough. So I went ahead and I've already got the wagons sitting over there, trailers sitting over there to offload the beet into. And I'm currently using a harvester. I already mowed everything down. So we're just picking up the beets right now, taking it along. I really like this Kloss. It drives super smooth. It's got a really good horsepower range too. I'm so tired. I'm really glad that I'm done with beats for now. So we did get the good money from that. We're now at $7,000, so some really good money. I really need to see if we can get a cultivator. I know that we've got plenty of, like, we got to get the lime down. We have to get lime. We have to buy lime first. But got to get lime on the field, and then we have to cultivate it into the field so it's not going to run off with any precipitation. Full moon. Werewolf. All right, so look at all these cultivating contracts that are just there for the taking. That's a good at least $4,000 plus just sitting there. And so that's another reason why I really want to get a cultivator, is I can also be a cultivator of hire of sorts and make money that way as well. So let's see what the cultivators have in store. All right, scroll over. Okay, so this Lizard Sam 3 meter, I really want to get that. 10,500. Yeah. And that would be, I'd have to lease it in order to get anything from it. I wonder how smart it would be to lease and then cultivate on those fields and then turn around and use the money from those to buy the cultivator. And then we can use it on our own field. I don't know. That's food for thought. And other things going on, we've not heard from our friend for a little bit, so that's good. Maybe Bigfoot hibernated. Maybe whoever it was is done harassing me. Maybe they're catching up on sleep. Who knows? So looking at the crop calendar, we don't have very much longer that we can get the oilseed radish in the ground. Yeah, it's looking more and more like I'm not going to get a cover crop. I don't know. Grass could technically always count as a cover crop. 3,613 for that load. We got money, so you know what that means. We got to spend it. We've got a 3 meter cultivator that the Zator will be able to pull, and it is at the shop. So let's go ahead and get on Old Faithful here. Start her up. Come on. There we go. All right, so I picked up the cultivator and I'm at the field. I accepted this contract for field 12, and I found this collectible. Awesome. It's another $1,000. We can just slide right into the bank account. All right. What is this? And those are flowers. Those are flowers. Flowers confirmed, not a collectible. Okay, so let's get back to it. All right, so we got one contract down. I'm looking here. We can make quite a bit of good money. I definitely want to take field 8 and probably grab field 7 too. Then there's field 22. Those would be the top 3 with the highest amount of money possible per contract. I think we should probably make most for our time. I'm curious as to where field 22 is. I'll go ahead and accept it. And we've already got the equipment for it. Can I accept another one? I mean, I probably would want to try that. No, can't. Okay, so it's got to be just the 3 at a time. Now, I want to look here to see where field 22 is. I know 21 is behind the sawmill. Okay, 22 is flashing down there in the bottom right corner. I'm over here by field 12, so I'd have to go all the way up there. And it looks like there's a dirt road that I'll have to be looking for on my right. And then I would take that around what looks to be like some hills to get back to field 22. That's even more isolated than what I am up in the top left. And then 7 and 8 were up there at the top. Hold up. Did you see what I saw? Yeah, there we go. Here's another harvester. All right, 9 more. All right, always glad for the contributions. Okay, so I went ahead and I put gas in the Zator, filled it back up because I know that we're gonna need it with all these contracts. So we're sitting pretty nice now at $4,043. I know that the three contracts that we have are at least 1,000 each, so we could get up to 7,000. Let's get that map out of the way, and then after that, I don't know if we'll keep doing contracts. We're here in November. It's like the first part of November, so home sweet home. There's the trees I've been chopping down. I don't know if I'm going to get that cabin put up before the winter comes in, but I wanted to come back and because we've got so far to drive, I wanted to get the flatbed and the truck and get all that together for driving around. I don't know what I was thinking because it's about to rain anyways, and it's 6:02 in the evening. So I'm going to get over there. It's about a 30-minute drive across the map. So yeah, there's just no point in me going over there tonight to just drop stuff off. I do want to look at this because that 51,000, and that's used. That is a used flatbed trailer that I would be able to sell. It would be a huge boost to our economics. Yeah, it just means either getting a different low loader or trailer or driving around everywhere. Alright, I've done enough gallivanting around for the day, so I'm gonna head on in. And, what the? I think those were bears. I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty certain, like, they'd be hibernating, maybe. Okay, so there was the knocking going on last night. I'm not sure who that was. I do have a lead, though. One of the guys down at the coffee shop said that he's got stuff that he needs to tell me. I need to call him at some point. We need to go get this stuff taken care of right now with the vehicles. But yeah, it's good to know that at least there's some type of lead with this. I'm going to head to the shop and we're going to see what kind of deal we can get with selling them the flatbed. And I may or may not have talked to the shop owner, and they may have a good deal for me on something else. So I'll see you when we get there. All right, we got us a new low loader here. It'll do for now. And boom, the TLX 2020. So I sold the previous low loader and the previous truck, and now we've got the TLX 2020 and the new low loader. I'm honestly really surprised I went with the Dodge. I mean, Lizard TLX. Sorry, don't know why I thought that. Yeah, I've not had the best experiences with Dodge, but I mean Lizard TLX. But we'll see how this one goes. I decided to go with this truck because of all the various beds that I can get for it, and attachments, and I think that's a really good economical addition to the farm. So we'll go ahead, we'll get the Zator loaded up on this low loader and get our contracts done. Here we go. So field 22 is tucked away quite a ways back here down in the right hand corner of the map. I'll show you here in a bit. Let me get it pulled up. Yeah, you can see where I'm at down there in the bottom right. So we've got, it's 12:34, so let's go ahead and get to it. This is a 2-acre field, so we have our work cut out for us. Cool. So we got 2 contracts done for the day. We've still got 1 more. I'm going to leave the trailer and the Zator here, along with the cultivator, because I trust this area. I don't think anybody will come by and take it, and it's not supposed to rain. So I should be able to come first thing in the morning, get over here, and get that other field, field 8, I believe, get it cultivated, and that way we've got another cultivator contract down. We are sitting pretty nice right now with $33,367. So I'll meet y'all back at the house. It's like picking up after a little kid. It's supposed to be a quiet night tonight. Clear skies and no storms. It's raining. Yeah, it's raining, and I still have a field to cultivate. I still have a contract, see? This was not supposed to happen. Okay, I can't go out in the field, not with the Zator, at least, and I would be tearing up their field anyways. So, I'm gonna have to wait this out, and then I'm gonna have to wait for the field to dry. Okay, so it's looking like it's gonna rain till about 11 o'clock at least, and then it's supposed to be up in the 70s, so it could definitely dry out by that time. I don't know. We're gonna have to play it by ear. Hopefully we can get this done like in time before the cold weather comes in. I do think there's something wrong with my weather app though, because if you look below, December and January are all in the 70s and 80s. So yeah, we'll figure that out when we get to it. So I was able to have someone bring the trailer full of my clothes from my prior house, bring it by, so now I can change clothes. Because I've been washing the same two sets of clothes that are identical for the past however many months. Okay, so let's check out. Yeah, this field's still too wet. It's all right around the edges, but it's too wet. And if it's wet here, that other field for the cultivating, field 7's not going to be dry enough for me to take the Zator out there on it. I'll get stuck. So what this needs is lime. So in the meantime, I can go take the truck and the low loader and pick up enough lime for this field, and then be able to lime at least the edges of it just to make sure that the spreader works. Alright, so the spreader was successful. I didn't want to go in too far deep. I made 1 line across, and that's about as daring as I'm going to be. Don't want to get stuck here and then I can't complete the contract. So I'm going to park the spreader and then get the tractor on over to field 7. Alright, here we go. We're at field 7, ready to finish this contract. We've only got a couple hours of daylight left, so hoping we can get this done. Go ahead and lower that. Let's get to it. I just wanted to take this moment here and just like take in, you see the deer off in the distance, and I think like that's what this is all about. It's just getting back to nature and just reconnecting with our roots. I think that's the big appeal of farming, does that, because you can hardly escape nature when farming. Even hydroponics, you know, you're still working with forces of nature, with the plants growing and stuff. So yeah, it's really rewarding to see this ecosystem that we're building. All right, let's get this contract over with. All right, got the field completely done, and that's going to be $1,233 that we made off of that field. It took about 2 hours to do. I'm pretty sure that what is that bird? Okay. Did you see that? That bird was just flying with its face down in the road. Anyways, so yeah, we're gonna get on home and meet you there. All right, got all those contracts done. We're sitting nice with 32,126 in the bank account, and it's going to be interesting to see where we go with that money, how we're going to use it. Howdy everyone, welcome back to the channel. We went ahead and we got the lime spread out on the field. However, I've got to go to the store and pick up a little bit more of lime. I would just want to take the truck. There's no need to take the low loader, but we've got seed in the back. I bought that way too early. We're not going to get anything planted in the winter time. Let's go ahead and store the seed in the barn. There is no way that I'm going to be able to take that pallet with all the seed on it. So I'm going to have to move every bag by hand into the barn and then get the pallet in there and then restack all the seed back onto the pallet. So that's going to be fun. Let's get to it. Seed stacked, lime picked up from the shop. I'll cut a hole in the top of this lime bag and then use an old coffee can to scoop it into the spreader. Got that lime spreading done. Just gonna put the tractor away. And of course, the water can is back out. So here's an update on our mysterious visitor. I talked to that guy at the coffee shop the other day. Interestingly enough, he said the former tenant of this land had passed away in a fire. And since then, people have only been on the land to farm it, not live on it. So that would explain why it's not really been a big thing out in the community to hear about these things happening on this land. So yeah, there's that. Possibly a haunting? He said that there's not been any other Bigfoot sightings recently. Take that however we want to. So I got this installed today. We're one step closer to energy independence. Now I can get away from that blasted gas generator. So I'm just going to take it, put it in the back of the truck so I can get rid of it either by selling it or honestly scrapping it at this point. It's already been cleaned up. I cleaned it out and everything, so it'll just sit here and that's that. Alright, the next steps on our fields are to cultivate the lime into the soil. And of course, the cultivator will kick up rocks, so we'll need to roll the fields again. Then we should have the seed bed ready for next spring. It's a shame I wasn't able to put a cover crop on it though, because I really wanted to do that to help with soil erosion. But we do have these, as much as I don't like hedges or bushes, we do have the bushes that will hold that soil though on the edge of the field. So I think I'm going to turn in for the night and I will see y'all tomorrow. So a little break of realism here. I have the REA 22 wheels activated, and so the tires interact with different soil types differently. And as you can see, we are not getting very far at all. This is just our return trip back on this first row, first down and back, and yeah, I just now got traction. I'm able to get traction, yeah. I've got the horsepower to pull this cultivator. It's the right horsepower, but I think we're gonna have to get a bigger tractor. So I'm gonna finish up this row and then we're gonna get that figured out. All right, so that's definitely going with us. See if we can't get rid of it. you can probably see in the rear view or the side mirror that I got a certain tractor. They won't take this thing. They've been watching the YouTube channel, and they know that it's haunted, supposedly. So, you piece of junk. Yeah. I'll figure out what to do with it. I don't know what to do with it. But for now, it's gonna go right over here. Just out there, out of the way. I'm not gonna run it over. There. I picked up the John Deere 6405. This is in the John Deere 6300 series. I've got the dual wheels on the back because that's gonna provide so much better traction. I could have went with the wide tires, but I'm gonna go with the duals and then see from there. The dealership said I could always bring it back and they could switch the duals out for some wide tires, some Michelin wides. But first, I just want to get this field turned over. Those collectibles sure are appreciated. Yeah, so we went ahead and got that done. Looks like that John Deere's a really good addition to the farm. So we're well on our way. It's December 2nd. It's hard telling when we're gonna get that first snow, but I've got a feeling it's coming. So I don't know how much more we'll be able to work on the land, but we will still be able to, rain or snow, we are still able to cut down trees and gather the timber for the log cabin. So we definitely want to get that put up before too long. We did take a financial hit with the purchase of the John Deere. However, I'm optimistic that we can get the financials back in order fairly fast, and the John Deere is going to help us. So it's more of an investment than really hurting us. So we made quite a bit of a jump in available horsepower from 25 on the Zator to 105 on the John Deere. So there is that. We'll eventually want something bigger, but we can work with the John Deere for now. It's the third part of December, so we can't get a cover crop in, unfortunately, but we can still clean up the farm and prepare for the log cabin. I'm thinking in this area that I want to put the log cabin here. There's plenty of room for me to turn around equipment and nice flat land for me to build the log cabin on and still place the moved solar panel over from the hill and put it over here as well. And then also, because we're cutting these trees, we can sell them as well and make money that way. We've got to make money on the farm, and one way that we're going to do that is by selling this low loader. I'm not using it anymore. We don't have the space really to have equipment laying around that we're not using. I've got to get those logs off of the field and over to the barn, so that way I can clean them up, chop them at certain lengths that they need to be, and we've got to take them to Miller over at the sawmill. I've got an agreement with him to where I will bring him good quality timber, and in return he will essentially trade me high quality timber that already has the cuts that I need to make the log cabin. So I'm really excited about that. Really excited to get that cabin built. I know I was wanting to get it done before December. Here we are, the third part of December. I think we're doing all right. We're doing all right, and we had that hiccup with the beats. I'm not gonna say that that's what totally ate us up, because I'm known for spending the money on this game. There's a hole in my farming simulator pocket. Alright, so we went ahead and we sold that low loader, got a decent price out of it, and then we spent another $4,500 to get us it's the Taj Fun. The name's really, really long. You'll see it pop up here when I attach it to the tractor. But basically what this is going to do is we attach it to the back of the tractor, and then we use that tractor to back up to the log. We attach a chain from the Taj Fun to around the log, or multiple logs if we want, and then we can use the tractor to pull them, essentially just like we're towing something. See, Taj Fun 1994 EG something. And then we use the tractor to pull them, essentially tow them to the area that we want to bring them to. You hear how wet the field is? Yeah, I'm really glad that we've got the John Deere on here with these wide tires, making life so much easier. We'd get stuck. We wouldn't be able to do this. Well, we wouldn't have the horsepower with the Zator anyway, so it's not even a consideration there. Okay, now I need to back this up to the log here, and then I can lower the Taj Fun if I want. Or even like use it to push the log around. See, and then I'll walk over here, hit B on the keyboard to attach from the Taj Fun to the tree or the log. All right, now we are cooking with gas. Here we go. And I'm gonna take that trailer out. Okay, I'm good. It'll skate by. Okay. Yeah, I think I can actually, like, wind the chain in, like, winch the chain in to where I don't have the log flying around as much. I need to figure out the key bind for that. Alright, so this time we're going to try 2 of the timber logs together. And I'll show you, just links right over. And then you can use Shift Z so you can use Z to just winch it in regularly at like there's one standard speed, and then you can do what they call a fast winch, which is Shift Z. So right now I'm just moving along. Yeah, that's almost too much weight. I wonder if I'm just, because I've not cut the trees beforehand. Yeah, there we go. There, I used the fast winch. Alright, so ghost story time. Or really just a story about the farmer. Yeah, they used to live here. So his name was Pete. He lived here for about 25 years. I don't have a surname on him just yet. I need to look into that even more. Probably need to look into like land ownership and see if there's like a deed with his name on it. I'm interested in what burned down the home, what was the cause. It's very hush-hush around town. Not many people in the coffee shop want to talk to me about it. But thank goodness there is a local historical society in the county that I can go to, and they would possibly have record of that. Good morning. We are in a new year. It did snow last night, just a little bit, but, I mean, we couldn't work the land anyways. I see Farmer Pete move the generator again. I'll just pick it up later. But, anyway, so it snowed a little bit on the ground. We can't do anything with the ground anyways, but we can still do stuff around the yard. It's the second day of January. We've got some snow to beat looking at this forecast up ahead for today. I got quite a bit of trees felled down in the field, so let's get them chopped up. I've learned my lesson with the REA 22 wheels mod. You do not put a low horsepower vehicle with a bunch of weight attached to the back of it out in the field. It's just not gonna pull. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna pull this Zetor around. We're gonna have it up on this solid ground and at least just the trailer in the field. That'll be much easier to get unstuck. Okay, we've got it loaded up and here's the snow. Snow's starting. We're on a cabless tractor. We've got to get going. We got to get this done. This is gonna be cold. I'm already cold. Okay, we're already dropping timber on the road. Sorry, people. I'm gaining that notoriety in Chainsaw Valley for all the wrong reasons. All right, here we go. Big money, big money. Well, that wasn't too bad. I'm trying to get all the equipment put away right here before that big snow sets in, you know. The truck should be fine out there, but I think everything's as covered as it can be. Here we go. Here is the snow. Unfortunately, I can't use much of this footage because of flashing trees, so I will skip forward in time. You could, yeah, you can see him in the background there. That's a game bug that has me extremely bothered. Giants promised a game that would work at 4K resolution, yet I've not been able to play at true 4K yet because of bugs like that. It's just really, really frustrating. Gotta put diesel in the tractor to keep it going. Oh, hello. Nice little $1,000 there. Alright, so along the way, I stopped by the shop and got us a hydraulic lift, nice front loader, and the attachment there to grab onto the logs. We got to get all of these logs. They may be too long for the trailer, I'm not sure, but we've got to get all of these logs moved over to the trailer so that we can take them over to the mill. Alright, so this is going to be testy. I know it is. Using the drone right now to capture this footage. Yeah, it's getting the lift underneath the logs. Yeah, just kind of biting them and tossing them. It's kind of like bobbing for apples, which is a very unsanitary game activity. But this is how I grabbed everything with these in FS19. Just like a crane, like in a carnival game. Yep, and then just twist the hand up, sets into place, and then I can go drop this on the trailer. Drop is a very choice word because I feel like drop would imply, well, no, it wouldn't imply any grace to it, so maybe drop is the accurate word. You'll see here in a moment. And drop. No. Oh yeah, being precise about where I want the log to land. Now it's gonna go. There we go. Yeah, I've got to chop them. Too long. All right, here we go. Round 3. And it just fits perfectly. That is nice. Wagon's tilting to the back, all the weight's in the back of it, and the Zetor is not going to be able to carry that, so I'm going to grab the TLX and take it over there, hook the trailer up to it, and then continue on. Yeah, that took about another 30 to 45 minutes, but I'm going to get the arm detached, and then we are going to pull this trailer with the tractor. That soil's still plenty wet from all that snow that we got. So, yeah, That truck doesn't have, it's got road tires on it right now, and the tractor's gonna be able to, I mean, yeah, it'll tear up the yard and stuff, but we should be able to get the traction we need. Alright, let's go see what this is gonna bring us. We're just humming right along. Yeah, we're at 60% engine capacity. We're doing really, really good, yeah. I've been impressed with this tractor. I'm okay, just a few bumps and scratches. Same thing with the tractor, and I'm more interested in what happened to that vehicle, because for them to be going as fast as they were, for them to push me off the road, I can only imagine what happened to their vehicle. Boy, I'll tell you, Miller's a really good guy. He let me go ahead and still sell the wood to him, even though it's, 1:40 in the morning. I still have to get all of these brought over to the wood mill. Apparently, he's really liking what type of lumber that I'm bringing over to him. I'm fine, tractor's fine, equipment's fine, so I'm gonna catch some sleep and catch you tomorrow. Weather's looking good today. We have snow tomorrow, so I want to make sure that I get as much done today as possible. Did you see it? I certainly saw it. There was a collectible of some sort hiding off to the side of the bridge. So I'm going to cross the traffic here. Okay. Wow, I'm actually surprised that that wasn't as busy as what it usually is. Make sure I don't slip in the water. That would not be good. Here we go. Looks like a cedar. Let's get it. We are making money, and we are going to have enough to get our log cabin put up. Yeah, this is awesome. We're making progress. Drum roll, please. Here it is, the log cabin. We've got it built. Got our wood stove going. Snow's coming down pretty good. It's actually really cold out here, so I won't stay out here for long. We went ahead and moved the solar panel over here, took apart the little home that I was living in, and actually used it to help build parts of the log cabin, including the roof. Just making sure that we're not wasting any resources. 2-room log cabin, don't need much more and couldn't ask for much more. Alright, first part of March, we're moving right along here. Tried to use the Zator for the roller out in the field, and it just wasn't doing it. We were going 4 mile per hour at the highest, and I know we can get more with the John Deere, so we got all the dents mostly fixed up and pushed out from that accident a couple months ago, so we should be able to get this job done. Alright, so I had to go to the shop and pick up some diesel, and I also picked up a fork along the way, a bale fork actually, because I thought, oh, well, the bale fork will just slide right into under the pallet and be able to pick it up. Yeah, we're gonna see how well that works out, because loading this thing, it was very interesting. Alright, I'm kind of going blind here, because I can't see anything. I need to first attach to the, there we go, to the bale fork. Alright, now I've got to get the bale fork underneath the pallet in the right way, in one of the slats, and I think I got it. That looks very janky. Just very easily back it up. Back it up. Now I gotta figure out where I want to put this. Could put it over there, but I think I have a higher chance of hitting it if yeah, I'm gonna try over here. Let's put it around. I think right there on the corner of the barn would be good. Back it up. There we go. The sounds are so much better in 22 than 19. So dynamic. Yeah, you can hear the barrels dropping, hitting. All right. That wasn't too bad. Morning, everyone. I got a call back from the County Historical Society yesterday, and that's why there wasn't much footage. They looked up the deed for this land. There was no peat to be found. The land was previously owned by a Mr. Miller. Yeah, my previous employer owned it, and the parcel of land to the east of me before splitting it up and selling it to two separate buyers. But there's no mention of peat. I got the field rolled out the rest of the way, and we've now got a used, but new to us, cedar. So we can go ahead and get a crop in. I think I'm wanting to put grass in the field, and then we can cut that for silage. Hey, we have a crop in the field. Finally, I mean, it took half a year, but we got it done. All right. Yeah, we went ahead. We got the rest of the equipment put away. We've made quite a lot of progress, and we'll be able to do a lot more, of course, as the weather warms up. I don't know about you, but I'm exhausted, and I'm ready to hit the hay. Good night, Pete. Welcome back to the channel. I picked up 2 more cultivating contracts. We need more equipment around the farm, and a mulcher would be super helpful. It would help us clean up some of the bushes around. On the other hand, we also need to get resources for making silage, and I'd also like to build a greenhouse so we can make our own food. It's just one more step to get off the grid, and then we can also sell the surplus from that greenhouse. Let's get to it. Contract's done. We made a decent amount of money from that work. You know what time it is. So I know what you're thinking. CC, don't you already have a cultivator? Yes, but I found a great deal on a cultivator that has just arrived at the shop. We can actually sell the current cultivator and then buy the new to us cultivator and actually turn a profit. Then, of course, that's just more that can go toward other purchases. I'm spending money to find ways to better spend more money. Yeah, that's not an excuse, right? Grass is growing good. It still needs to be rolled and fertilized. If we can get there, we will. It's our first year, so here's the new cultivator. Good stuff. Oh, the chainsaw has been busy, as you can see. We've been making good money off the lumber that we sell at the mill, and we can use this space up here for buildings and such. So I said in the last episode that Mr. Miller, the sawmill owner, had prior owned this land before selling it to the person who I had bought it from. and I mentioned I was curious if he knew anything about the former tenant of the land. I gave him a call the other day, and oddly enough, he said that he was not sure what I was talking about. Very suspicious. I like Miller, but I can't help shake the notion that he's hiding something. My next step in this mystery is to talk with my coffee shop informant, and I will update you all afterward. Alright, I think I'm going to go ahead and fast forward through all of this tree work, and I will catch you on the other side.
We're sorry, your call cannot be completed as dialed. Please check the number and dial again. This is a recording.
Miller's not answering his phone. Hello? Yes. Okay. You're still working on the case? Okay, cool. Yes, please update me when possible. Thanks, bye. Not sure how much of that y'all caught. That was the county sheriff. He's investigating the hit and run accident I was in. Said they've not found the vehicle that hit me, but they're looking at all leads. It doesn't help that I didn't catch a license plate, so. And it doesn't help the John Deere's not been working the same ever since the incident. So it's not much, but every little bit counts, right? There's a little boat floating down the river without anyone in it, and I'm driving off the road. I'm loving all the little details on this map. They bring a lot of atmosphere to it, which just increases the enjoyment of playing on maps such as these. And I'm really glad that I made it back to the homestead when I did, because I need diesel. And actually drove past the fuel station and didn't put any diesel in, because I was like, oh, I have barrels at home. Yeah, it wouldn't have been good if I wouldn't have made it home, right? Nice. I found a few more collectibles along the way, too. I'm really starting to wonder if these collectibles aren't connected to Pete. There's a lot that's starting to happen at the farm, and I'm not just talking about paranormal activity. We're close to cleaning up the land. We're making money regularly, which helps us to build out the homestead even further. We've got a crop in the field. We've got the log cabin built that is completely off-grid. We are doing really, really well. Looking ahead, we need to build a greenhouse, have a well dug for water, and I'd really like to get animals at some point. Once we have sources of both food and water, we will be completely off-grid, save for diesel. And I've got a plan for that too. This is the third load I've brought here today. I haven't seen Miller anywhere. He's usually always out and about. It's weird. I found a few more collectibles too. Alright, let's get a fourth load to sell. We're stuck. Road tires in a wet field, hauling a bunch of weight. Bad idea. Well, this is what the REA 22 Wheels mod does. You got the wrong tires on the wrong surface, you're going to pay for it. I've got to head to the shop and get a chain to pull this out with the John Deere. Alright, we're all hooked up and the truck is in neutral, so we should be good to try to get ourselves unstuck. Let's see if the John Deere can do the job though. Got the slack all pulled out. Ooh, we are at 97%, 98% engine capacity. That's how much we just went over 102%. It's that number, that percentage right below the cruise control. She's pulling. I don't think if we wouldn't have these duals on, I don't think it would be pulling. My goodness. I can only imagine how much weight we're pulling right now. I just hope the front tires don't get stuck on the tractor, because I don't have anything else to get us unstuck. The Zator's not going to help. It battles enough with the soil without anything on it, so. Come on, we're almost there. Will we get it? I think so. It's gonna, once we get the tractor on this solid land, we will be able to really get some good traction. There we go, there we go. All right, yeah. Yeah, there we go, all right. Wouldn't it be really bad if I would have pulled the truck over and it kept rolling forward and rolled down into the water? All that work, and we made about $5,000, which was, I don't even think it was enough to cover the cost of the chain to pull the truck out. Oh well, the trees are gone. We've got to get the rest of the felled trees out of the field and get them moved over to a clearing. That'll be much easier to work with, and if we can get them to drier land. Cool. The chain is linked around this hidden tree on the hill. The John Deere has been making quick work of this hill. I've been very impressed and very thankful for the horsepower, which boosts my confidence in my vision for the future of the homestead. This is the last load of timber that we have to sell. Oops. I did it again. And this was just parking the trailer. We know the drill. Ta-da! That was easy work. I've got to get off-road tires on that truck. But I will sell this tractor for a higher horsepower tractor instead. I've brought an old friend over from FS19, the Fiat 1300. We've also got a grass roller now, so we can roll the grass and get an extra fertilization stage for an increased yield on our grass field. Grass is rolled out, and now we're at a 73% yield bonus, so that's going for us. The field still needs rolling, though, so I think I'll have to use a different roller for that. Something that is specifically for the soil. Coincidentally, the roller that I first bought, the Cambridge roller, does not satisfy that. It makes a seed bed, but it doesn't do that. So the question now is, do I get a roller for the field, or do I look into a garden/greenhouse for another stream of income? Yes, sir, that is very interesting. Again, thank you much for the update. You have a good one, too. Thanks. Bye. Alright, that was the county sheriff. He said they found a vehicle matching the one that hit and run the old John Deere a couple months back. The most interesting part is that a state crime scene investigation unit has it in custody now, so I guess we'll see what comes of that. I've still not heard anything from Miller. He seems to have taken an extended vacation. I just have questions for him about Farmer Pete. In the meantime, I went ahead and I built up a nice little place for me to stack the wood for the wood stove. May as well right now get that built right now. Have it ready for wintertime, right? It's looking pretty decent. I like it. I like the way that the homestead is really coming together. I'm just super floored that we got the wood cabin done. $7,000 later, we've got a garden. It's not a greenhouse, but it is a start, and a humble one at that. I've also got water coming in from the river. It comes in through the ground. We've got a pipe, and then it comes up to the spigot. I got that working. Not a permanent solution, but at least we can get started here with the lettuce production, probably. That would be the easiest thing for us to do. As for Pete, I talked to my coffee friend the other day. He told me that Pete was a drifter who normally visited the valley for work during harvest time. He was known to keep caches of money, or caches of cash, if you will, hidden around the area for when he'd drift in. I think the so-called collectibles that I've been finding are Pete's caches. I've got a feeling in my gut with that. All right, so we need to go ahead and move these wagons out of the way, because this is where our silage heap is going. We've got our grass planted, that's gonna be for. The local shop has been kind enough to me to give me some well-used tires for this project. So we will cut the grass, collect it, dump the grass between the tires, level it out, then cover it with plastic, and Bob's your uncle. All right, I know what you're thinking. CC, how did you spend $2,400? But just listen, I bought a mower, and I got us a fork for the back that'll attach to the 3-point hitch on the back of the tractor. So it's all stuff that's gonna help us, and we otherwise wouldn't really be able to do what we're wanting to do at the level, cut this grass at the level we're wanting to. All right, let's go ahead and lower this mower. And we got the horsepower for it, so let's get to it. Yeah, I hear that, the Fiat putting in work right now. All right, now this is gonna be tricky, is picking up this grass in reverse, because we've got to get it in between the rows of tires there. First time using this. I have not used it. You know what would be really nice is if I could put a PTO on the front of the tractor. Not a PTO. Put a 3-point hitch on the front of the tractor, because then I'd be able to use this driving forward. That's not a bad idea. I mean, I obviously with $623, I'm not going to be able to do that. It looks like we're not going to fill up. It's just pushing once we get to like 80-something%. So we'll go ahead and we'll close that. We need to go spread it now. Yep. Just holding it in there nice and tight. Okay, cool. I don't know how much this silo's gonna hold. That's the thing, because I think we've got too much grass. We may end up doing the rest of it in hay, and then we can sell that hay, because we don't have any animals right now to use that hay with. I guess just open it, and then, yep, it's going, so let's keep moving. Action, what action? Okay. All right. Alright, took 2 days, but we got her done, right? So I've been talking with an Isaac Ewing here. He owns Field 16, but he needs it baled, and he's going to provide us with the equipment to do it. So let's get to it. Alright, this will be a decent amount of money that we're going to make from this. It went pretty smooth the whole way. I haven't had any fits from the machinery or anything, so... And I've worked on this field before, so I know Mr. Ewing. We've worked together. I wasn't going to say that he's like a friend or anything. Can I just cut through here? I'm pretty sure I can't. Oh, shoot. Yeah. Well, okay. What am I doing? Okay. Yeah. Okay. Get that sold. Now I gotta get that other one picked back up. But I don't know. Is it standing up? No, it's on its side, just in the ditch. Well, thank goodness it's wrapped. Yeah, this isn't good. Come on. Let's just block traffic here. And then easy as pie, it'll just scoop right up. No, it won't. Come on, this got to be easier than I'm making it look. Nope. And I'm sitting on the bale. Yeah, no. Ooh. Not gonna have the best working relationship with Mr. Ewing anymore after this. After I treat his equipment this way. It's not good. Come on. Come on. There we go. Okay, well maybe I can like push it there or something. That might do. And of course it wants to stand up that way. Just lower. And the bale just fall over. Okay. Okay. Let's see. Let's just push. Yeah, I'll just push it down the ditch. Let's just do that. It's working. And it's taking me left. Come on, get out of the ditch. I need a fork is what I really need. And I could travel to the homestead and pick up the fork that we just used in the silage, but I'm gonna try and solve it this way first. Okay, so my better sense of judgment is telling me to just sell the rest of the bales and see if that will finish the contract. Go get the Fiat, come back with the pitchfork, and pick it up. Pick that bale up and take it. Okay, awesome. Contract finished. Phase B of Operation Bale Savior is now underway. Alright, well this has turned out to be quite an interesting contract. But I'm getting 2 free silage bales out of it. And we're back up to almost $14,000, so... Alright, let's get these back to the farm. Alright, went to my favorite place, the shop. did my favorite thing, spending money, and got us a water tank. So here we can go ahead and fill the water tank up. Then we can go ahead and fill the tank up by the garden. So it'll automatically water everything we need here. Alright. Well, these all look to be already... Yeah, they're silage. They're both 3,500 liters of silage. I'm not going to cut them open until that's been turned to silage, though. Then we can take it all and sell it. Alright, so I already had to come back here because I needed to pick up a tedder for the other part of the grass field. But I figured while I'm here, why not go ahead and let's get a 3-point attach on the front of this tractor. Look at that. It's a beauty. Matches the paint and everything. Yeah. Working our way up. Got her all tedded, and now we just need a windrow. Problem is, I don't have a windrower. This will be interesting. Yeah. Oh, hold on. I'm getting a phone call. Hello? Yeah. Coffee shop. Are you?
Yeah. You come
Okay.
over.
Yeah. I'm on my way.
Okay, right.
All right, that was my coffee shop friend. He's got some big news. I gotta go. Folks, let me tell you that the case of Farmer Pete's ghost is getting even more complex. My coffee shop pal has given me a geocache map of every known collectible that Pete hid around Chainsaw Valley. It's really big news. Hoping that this will get us one big step closer to figuring out the mystery of Farmer Pete. I have leased a four-wheeler to help us better get around the map. Alright, this is the watchtower. It's located near the pavilion for visitors, for hikers to sit at when they go to visit this spot. It was put here initially when the local government was trying to get this to be, Chainsaw Valley to be recognized as a state park. There it is. That's the generator that was at the homestead. You know, the source of Pete's mayhem. I wonder what would persuade Pete to bring this generator all the way out here. Unless Pete is trying to tell me something. Maybe the whole reason why he's made his presence known in the first place. But what are you saying, Pete? And that's the homestead over there. You could kind of make out the building. You can definitely see the field to the right of the body of water over that way. You got a perfect view from the watchtower. Okay, I'm having trouble finding this collectible, so I'm gonna have to come back later. Not sure where it's at. It says that there are quite a few collectibles around this area. Okay, and we've been asked by the gas station owner to leave the property. Oops. They said we were scaring away customers, but I think gas prices do that by themselves, am I right? Oh, that hurts that it's true. Alright, now we're gonna see if we can make it up this hill. It says that we've got 2 collectibles out this way. We'll see if that rings true. I think the bigger hill's coming up. Yeah, here we go. Ooh. This is when I wish that the ATV had seatbelts. Oh, this is steep. Yeah, this is uncomfortably steep. Come on. Oh, come on. I'm sliding. No. No. Oh. Maybe there's a way around. Maybe I just need to leave this here. Yep. I'm just gonna do that and just climb up and get these. I decided to return to the watchtower and look for that hidden collectible. It's hidden really well. Good night, Pete. It's Today has been very productive on the collectibles front. I'm gonna return this so we're not charged anymore for leasing it. There are only 5 remaining collectibles. We've got 3 at the motor shop and 2 at the farmer's market. But I've got a plan to lease our way out of this. Don't try this at home, folks. I'm not really seeing any collectibles up here, but I could have swore the map said they were. Well, I conveniently missed that one. Come on, there we go. And this one. Leasing this was pointless. Alright, we found them all. That last one had a letter and a $100,000 check inside. The letter says, "To whomever shall find this, I leave to you all of my riches. I am not aware of the legalities of this, but I'm sure Miss Evelyn can sort things out. Pete." Who is Evelyn? Thank you for watching, liking, and subscribing. Please leave a like so we know more of what you want to see, and we'll catch you in the next one.